have a potluck
For lunch?
for the really long class.
Yeah. You get a lunch break too. 12 to 1. But you can do whatever you want in that.
Do you know
Myself.
if we are going to get with Pam's class?
We're not. That's thank you for reminding me. We're not. I thought we were. In my little head, that's how I imagined it. But we're not, because it would be kind of a Zoom, right? Like, I feel like me and Pam talk, we feel like time would be wasted for individuals. Like, big picture, we probably all get something, but like, I personally want you to practice as much as possible. And so, the more people in the room, like, peer assessment's good, but to a point, I really think we need self-assessment and practice. And maybe feedback from me too. I'm not saying peer feedback is bad. I think it totally has its place. But at the same time, like, I want in-class time with you guys to do one-on-one stuff and you to like really work on yourself. Is that cool? So we're not going to meet with them. We're going to be in here. And we'll do the same kind of stuff all day. It'll be a long day too. Okay, so morning, we'll either do ASL to English or English to ASL. We'll pick one. And then break, we'll come back to the opposite. So we're going to do lots of practice. And we'll get overwhelmed. We'll just have fun. But morning will be 9 to 12. So that'll be our long session, 3 hours, which is just like this class. But we're not going to be flipping between ASL English and ASL. Well, but no homework due tomorrow.
Do you know? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Homework
Oh, no,
due
go for it.
Next week.
I feel like I should have this memorized. I think we have a reading to do Moodle discussions about.
Are those due by a particular time? Like
I'm going to say by
last time?
Friday. So like, yeah, by tomorrow.
I missed something. What was she talking about?
She's talking about the Moodle discussions.
Oh,
like you're supposed to read Genesis chapter 3. Have it turned in Friday by 5.
So the Genesis chapter 3 discussion is due tomorrow by
Tomorrow by 5. Yeah, this is confusing because we meet on Thursday, but I'll give you some.
So, every week, discussions to Moodle Friday by 5.
Yes. If there's a discussion, there might not be discussions every week.
Okay.
But when you see a
If there's
reading,
a reading,
Yeah.
discussions are fine.
yeah.
That was going to be my question.
Okay.
So I feel complete now.
Alright. And then let's see, next week, so you have Genesis chapter 4. And you can like do them all now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you can do your original posts now through like the end of the term. But remember you have to respond to somebody.
I was really worried because I saw it under week 3 and I was like,
Right.
I just told me, I was like, do you guys not know?
And that'll be the confusing part. I have to make a mind shift because that third box is in week 3. So go to discussion 4 and then you'll see it there. Okay.
We're smart kids. We'll figure
I
it
know you are, but for me I'm like, I'm not smart.
Don't be so negative.
I
So,
call it honest, but whatever.
so discussion posts Friday, responses to discussion posts.
All of it Friday.
All of it Friday.
Right. So you need to be conscious, like, holy crap, I'm doing my original post. You just won't get a response, I guess. So say, Michael, you wait until 5 o'clock Friday to post your original, nobody will respond to yours.
I did mine last night, so.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just remember that. Take care of each other. But it's just a bummer on you. Like, you're kind of doing it for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you showed me you did it, but you're not going to cause any conversation. But you're adults. I'm not going to tell you, be like, make sure everybody has a response in their thing so they feel good. If you don't get a response, it doesn't mean it was bad. It just means, like, oh, it didn't. Right. Or like, I know this enough before I said, oh, right. Yeah, don't feel bad if nobody responds. It doesn't mean, like, it's not good enough. Maybe it was, like, so awesome, you're like, oh, can't touch that. I don't know what to say. So don't feel bad. And then next week, I also remembered, job shadows aren't next week, but I want you to know what you're doing. I just have a general idea, and I want some sort of write-up about that. Just where you're going, what you're doing, who you contacted.
I know.
Schedule.
I personally, like, I ran into Vicky in person, and then she's like, oh, email me. And so I emailed her last week, and then she sent out a general, like, hey, seniors.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, maybe she get my personal, so I responded to that. And just, like, from last year experience, she's really, like, I think maybe she has a lot of stuff going on, and she's not really super fast at responding in emails.
Oh, okay, so you don't have a response yet.
Yeah.
And you don't have no contact
No.
for job
Are
shadows.
you available during any of your office hours?
Well, that was the next step I was gonna go in.
Yeah.
Because basically she's like, email me to do the background check, and then once you do that, but I already have the background check from last year.
And you tell her that?
Yeah, I told her, and so I was like, oh well, preferably like stay in Kaiser, which is why I did the background check. And she's like, oh okay, I'll email you, and then she didn't, so then I emailed her.
Okay. I would go to her office hours. And that's the next step because I know she gets overwhelmed. I don't know when her office hours are.
She sent it in an email.
Okay. But hopefully like this week.
Yeah.
So she gets something this week because you're on it obviously. If you don't hear anything, I'll bug her.
Okay.
That reminds me of something. Oh, I know from like not this perspective, but interpreter perspective, she is contacting people for you guys. I don't think any of you can job shadow me. I don't think so, but she said from Pam's class, like when are you available? So she's working on schedules for sure. I just don't think anything posted.
Okay.
So you might even have that.
If we know like an interpreter that we want to shadow, can we contact them directly? Or is there?
I think yes. I'm gonna say yes. I don't think Vicky is the gatekeeper.
I
I
think
think
we have
she's
to
a resource.
contact them anyway. I think she just gives a list of people and
Right.
their information.
I just
and we
wasn't sure
have
if
to
it was like the interpreter coordinator or whoever that she
No,
was going
you
to give
can
us
do
the
that.
contact, or the interpreters themselves.
No, you can do it. I'll tell you my perspective, like working in ODS, not this, but like, Vicky has set up a cool thing where you guys will contact, if you're shadowing at Western, you guys will contact individual interpreters. Whereas before it's been to the interpreter coordinator, and it's like a craziness because her job every day is thankless and it's crazy, and she has to do miracles, and it's just like you survive at the end of the day. So to schedule for 24 people needing job shadows, it's like, and it's not required in the APA. Like it's just fostering colleagues and all this. So you guys will contact individual interpreters. So I would say go for it. You can schedule your own thing. You don't have to go through anybody. That's fine. And then just let me know. Write it down. Set a schedule. Whatever. And even if you don't know like your exact hours, but you will get your 10 hours. I just want to know that too.
And does those hours have to be within that week?
So
Like that
originally,
specific week?
I'm not gonna say like, oh, you don't get credit if you don't do it that week. We're not meeting that week. So it's a good time, like even like right now, because normally you're scheduled to be here. You probably don't have any other plans. It's a good time to take advantage of it. But if the interpreter is not available until like later, and you can get your 10 hours in, you can do it later. But still, next week, I just want to know what that is. Any other questions?
You said you wanted to write up on the job shadows and our plan,
Just your plan, yes.
and is that next week?
Yes, for next week. And it's tentative, of course. I totally get that it might change last minute and your interpreter's sick. But I just want to know that you guys have contacted somebody or have some sort of thing. I'm not going to grade it like, oh, this was a good project. Hey, just did I get it? Other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our previous syllabus, it said that our, what is this? Our project proposal was due on the 18th next week.
Yep.
Is that still due on the?
I'm trying to remember what your project proposal.
No,
Oh,
'cause
for
I
the
thought that
project
was when
thing.
we were
And
gonna.
yeah, and you put it, okay, you moved it back a week, or.
Because I changed it on you, right?
Yep.
Did I make it look later?
Yes.
That was my fault. Okay, right. Really, the main point of the project proposal is to have your people identified, and you should just decide now what you want to talk about. Just get it out of the way. Do you guys want to make your time schedule right now for who's doing what time? So when you contact people, you know you can tell them what time they need to come in.
Well, but then what if they say, oh, I can't do that time, but I can do this time? And then it ends up being someone else's time. You know, like what if someone, if I had 2 o'clock, and someone's like, no, 2 o'clock doesn't work, but I can come in at 12. But then, like, Kara has 12. And do I have to, like, hey, here, switch?
Okay, we're not going to make a schedule. Ask them what time they're available to come. If they're free all day, or if they have only a specific time they can come. If there's people who are like, this is it, they'll get priority. If people are open, we'll just put them wherever. We'll see what happens.
And that's gonna be on November 30th, right?
Yes, November 30th. That's a Friday, I think. It's our last big day together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it was like right.
And then walking to work.
Alright. Okay, so in lieu of current events, we need another fun thing. Is it TED Talks or TED.com? Will somebody get a piece of paper and rip it up into how many of us there are here? And then write all of our names on them? Do it because we're going to draw.
That sounds like a great
Or you know what, better, everybody take a half sheet and write your name on it. There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't think you guys.
Do you want
Sorry.
your half?
I think you're all sitting there watching you walk right along with me.
Okay, why don't you, let's hear you take this.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Wait, you are.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Me too.
I'm writing my note.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
Where's our shape? Thank you. Does it have an exclamation point?
I think that I could.
Oh, just for
Like people, I don't know what I'm writing. I just, that's why when she asked me something, because.
Okay, I'm gonna draw somebody just as a surprise. Alright. Silo, exclamation point.
Oh man.
So this is how it goes. I'm making it up right now. Give me a second. You can decide right now if you're the interpreter or the team. Okay, so pick an interpreter.
Oh, hey, Alyssa.
Okay, you two.
Oh, hey, Alyssa.
Hey, let's beat the bus.
Right?
You think you're safe.
I don't want you to sit there the whole class in anticipation. I'm doing this for you.
You were so manipulative.
I would never do that, actually.
It's like a reality show.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to pick interpreter and team. I'm just gonna read it out loud because people watch. Okay. Let me just finish the sentence. I'm working on this, right? Okay. I noticed yesterday one of my big weaknesses is babbling. I'm working on it, right? Like I have so many ideas at the same time. It's like a bright light, a million moths, like released. So I have to like catch them and then try to explain. But while I'm catching one, I'm like, oh, this one's too. So
That was a beautiful analogy.
Great.
my head's a beautiful place. It doesn't come out well. Right. I was gonna say I don't think you're stupid and you can't read this, but when people are watching me read, I just pretend to read it. So that's what I do. I'm gonna send you it too. It's my birthday. Give me a break.
Oh,
Happy birthday, you just said something.
Thank you. I just did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read this a little bit to you, and you can pretend to read it too. Okay, Jerry Moore got out even tying his shoes the wrong way. His whole life. Drag. In the spirit of TED, he takes the stage to share a better way. Historical note: this was the first 3-minute audio talk given from TED stage. So, you know,